We are at one of the holiest places of Muslims in the subcontinent, Jama Masjid, which is more than 450 years old, built by the same man who built the Taj Mahal in Agra. It is, in fact, the most sacred mosque as well for the Muslims of India as well as the subcontinent. This is also the largest mosque in India. It can accommodate something like more than 20,000 people, men, women and children. To be here, of course, is a great experience. Jama Masjid in Old Delhi, with a lovely building behind me, of course, with those lovely domes, typically Mughal style architecture. It is an open mosque, and as you can see, there's a big courtyard there, open courtyard. That's where most of the people gather when the mosque is full. But there is also a prayer hall here, and we are standing in that prayer hall. Behind me, of course, is the place where the Imam sits. It's called minbar, or of course, pulpit. And to my right, of course, this is the central mihrab, the direction of Mecca, and that's what people look into when they are praying. As you can see, there are some people who are praying here, and they are facing Mecca. So this is the central mihrab, and there are other mihrabs either side of this one. The Mughal mosques are actually very simple, but still very aesthetically attractive and aggressive architecture as well. It's a bird hospital, and you heard it correctly. It is a bird hospital where injured birds are brought day in and day out, looked after. They are administered all kinds of drugs, and when they get better, they are then flown off. It is run by a jain organization. It actually goes back to 1929, so it's a very old tradition, and it's the only place, even I have seen, a bird hospital in India. It's something which is hidden, as you can see, in one corner of Old Delhi. Most of the people actually overlook it, but it's a great place. One must visit this one. One of the great things about Delhi is also the fact that there are so many green spots within the city. Even in the middle of the imperial city, you have these wonderful Lodi gardens, which actually go back to 1936. It was then known as Wellington Park, and later on it was expanded upon, and now it's a favorite of all the joggers. If you come here in the morning, you can see the glitterati of Delhi society. There are lots and lots of monuments here as well. Behind me is one of those mausoleums, and there is also a lovely mosque going back to 15th century. In fact, the fact that these monuments go back to Lodi period lends itself to the name of this garden, which is known as Lodi Gardens. Wonderful place. If someone finds some time here in Delhi as a tourist, he or she must come here and have a look.